Jó napot. Jó napot. That's good afternoon in Hungarian, everyone. Hello, welcome to Dennis Saliba Occult and Fortean. Ooh, another word. A musical translator, just so you know. So this is welcome. Welcome. Üdvözlöm. Welcome. Cool. So in today's stream, we're going to be looking again at our main source, Daily News Hungary. Daily News Hungary. So typically I do streams about Hungarian culture and folklore from Daily News Hungary. It's a very, I would say it's a very authentic source. Typically the authors themselves, as you can see, are Magyar themselves. And today we're looking at the mythical creatures of Hungarian culture. And there you see a lady with one of the traditional dresses and headdresses as well. So, a nation's mythology is frequently filled with supernatural creatures, and the Hungarian culture is no exception. Erdexporto Info gathered the most important beings in old times. The ancient Hungarian religion and shamanism, which I still think came from the Scythians. There's a Scythian influence and a Siberian influence, because again, with the Magyars, no one really well and truly knows who the Magyars are. It is one of those mysteries to history itself. But shamanism is definitely a key element within the belief system of Hungary. Divided the world into three realms. The humans populated the middle world alongside mythical creatures. Besides this, there is also an upper world of good spirits and a lower world of evil spirits. That's pretty interesting. Just as in many other archaic mythologies, the whole structure of the universe depends on the middle layer. Fairies. Hungary has fairies in its folklore. Just like their Celtic and German counterparts, Hungarian fairies are also stunningly beautiful female creatures who are recurring characters of folk tales as well. Their name, Tündör. Again, I don't speak Magyar nyelv. I am trying to learn myself. I don't have a Hungarian teacher. If you have Hungarian teachers or recommendations, please put them in the chat or put them in the comments section. Always welcome. The Hungarian name Tündör. I'm guessing that's it. That's that German U sound, is likely to be derived from the Hungarian expression for appear, or feltűnik, or elusive, tűnkinni. They mostly live in otherworldly places like underwater palaces. Some legends claim Salopos used to be populated by fairies. I'm guessing that's a northern, possibly a town or a city in Hungary. Zepasoni, meaning beautiful lady in Hungarian, is often related to witches. They are the ones that await people who somehow end up in a forbidden place, punishing them for their curiosity. Folk tradition claims they kidnap babies, seduce men, and sleep with the devil. I still think that a lot of that is a very Abrahamic and Abrahamized version of the original folklore. I still think that in and of itself is about the Christianization of Hungary, has a lot to do with that connotation. But anyways, they are usually depicted evil, though some Hungarian ancient myths interpret them as servants of Aranyapár, or the Golden Father, the chief god. Aranyapar. That's interesting. Yeah, Aranyapar. Okay, so there's a hyperlink attached to that. Interesting. Witches or sorceresses. Witches are the counterparts of fairies. They also have magical abilities, but they are old, ugly, and evil in nature. There is a special type of witch in Hungarian mythology named Babar, Varsuru Baba, the hag with iron nose, who often hunts children to be her slaves or meal. Sounds like that was the I have to be objective. I can't say that. That myth sounds like it heavily connects to the Slavic Baba Yaga, the old hag witch on stilts or with long legs that lives in, sometimes it's depicted in a chicken house, and it steals children and forces them to be her slaves, possibly like a certain Epstein and the Hillary Clinton Foundation or the Clinton Foundation and the other groups. Anyways, that would be, I guess, a more modern equivalent. Dragons. Hungarian dragons are different from their Chinese, Celtic, or German counterparts. They mostly resemble to the dragons of the Balkans, being demons of weather and causing phenomena like blizzards, a little bit like Game of Thrones. It was said that those serpents and fish become dragons who have been living in the marshes for 7 years. The Taltos, or the Hungarian shamans, are trusted with the task of defeating the dragons in the spiritual sphere. The Taltos is frequently lifted into the clouds to struggle with dragons and defeat bad weather. Interesting. Garabonsids. Garabonsids is very similar to a Taltos. Being born with teeth and having magical powers, they wander around the country and knock on doors of houses with a book in their hands. They usually ask for milk and eggs. I wonder if that's associated with a bit of a fertility ritual. Please comment in the chat if you're there. If the household has milk but does not give the Garabonsid at least a jug, then they begin to threaten the dwellers. They promise storms and blizzard or summon a dragon from their books and ride it above the village. The dragon brings devastation by crashing the roofs and tearing down trees. The only way to defend yourself against a Garabonsid is to ring the bell. Ding! These wizards, oh, it's a wizard, okay. These wizards can fly with the help of their enchanted books. If they put some dragon meat under their tongue, they are immune to the heat of the sun. That kind of makes sense. Wisps. Wisps are complex creatures, even though the folklore of the 20th century depicts them as evil demons. They are parasites who sit on the people, causing depressing feelings, spreading diseases, or suck their blood. There are 2 types of them. Gutta. I wonder if that's connected with a Germanized title or name, because that sounds a bit like a German title or name of some kind, which is related to anger, and Ferne, or Ferne, which is related to bitter feelings. Interesting. Though its name is similar to Luduk. Though its name is similar to Liduk is a quite different creature. It is a sleeping spirit that appears in a flaming form and has a sexual character. A Luduk is often male but can be female as well. Okay, so it's both sexes. That is in relation to with the opposite sex. They take the form of a person's deceased fiance or past lover. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if their job is to siphon the energy of the person, or if their job is to entrap the person through emotional or psychological attachments. That's kind of interesting. Markolab. Markolab is a huge flying creature that consumes celestial bodies. It is often related to the eclipse of the sun or moon. I wonder if that's a seasonal creature of some kind. Besides these creatures listed above, there are also mythical animals in the Hungarian culture. These include the turul, a celestial hawk that used to be the symbol of House Arpad throughout early Hungarian history. I'm guessing that must be at least 1100s or before the Christianization of Hungary. The griffin, the wonder deer. It is said that one of these led ancient Huns and Hungarians to the Carpathian Basin. And the white horse with magical powers. Of course, Hungarian mythology does not like tiny dwarves and pixies and huge giant humanoid creatures either. The giants. Is that it? Is that it of the article? Full article. 2018 edition. Let's have a look. I don't think that's... Yeah, I remember covering that before. On a previous show, different show. So what do you think? Does Hungarian culture and mythology interest you? Is this something that you would like to see more of on the show? Let me know, and I will see you in future streams. So bye for now. Hold on, how do I say that? Viszlát. Apparently that's how you say goodbye in Hungarian. Viszlát. 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 That's nice. That sounds cool. All right. Viszlát. Goodbye. And I will see you in future streams. Have a good one.